Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian Investment Trader, known as Fijian Traders. This is your host, Mr. Singh. NEO, ticker symbol NIO NEO. What a week! What a week from $3.61 and then creating high highs, high lows, tagging along my 200-day EMA, which is the pink line. And went high on Friday was $4.54. Even we closed at $4.90 on Friday, and I'm excited and I'm pumped. Why? One of the reasons I loaded more shares for NEO, because we clearly broke out one of the beautiful moving average, which is the 200-day moving average. But before I start talking and dive more and break it down for you for NEO on the technical side, let's talk about a lot of news came for NEO, and I want to share with you guys quickly. So NEO launches 2024 Et7. Starting price has unchanged, and the top variant gets a price hike. What does it mean by that? This vehicle is very familiar, very close to a Model Y, and it is cheaper than Model Y. One of the article came across was after it's called a driving into a new direction. Speaking with CNBS executive NEO and X-Bank both said they are committed providing more model price vehicles 2024. Especially Lee William told the cable network that the company will offer SUV less than expensive of Tesla Y model. Wow, that's a big competition going on. That yes, Tesla model in US, which I recently purchased in United States in California, was roughly about out the door was $44,900. This vehicle used to be $65,000, and managed to get a hand of a brand new 2024 Model Y. Love to get the hands of NEO as well once it comes to US market. And I'm a big believer of EV company, as well as environmental free using as well. So NEO's comment won't come surprise for those who follow the company. Absolutely. On the recent fourth quarter conference, the Mr. Lee William preferred that a family-focused model scheduled to be launched in the second half of the year. The new model is targeted with the mass market and also the family-oriented users, where the competition is also more intense. We know how much intense. You name the company, every company right now in US is also diving and making a lot of EV vehicles, as well as in China and Asian countries. So definitely the new model of ET7 is going to be a big competitor for Tesla as well. Definitely you can see the very familiar features and more spaces, but has more technology compared to Tesla. ET7, you go. Let's go. Also, revenue, right? We always want to talk about the potential inflow of revenue coming in. NEO and LOTUS entered a strategic partnership on the charging and battery swap station. NEO and LOTUS will collaborate the areas including the development and customization of models that will support the charging and battery swap station and charging connectivity. The LOTUS, the CEO, Mr. Frank, is this guy. This is our favorite, Mr. William Li. Shakes the hands of the founder of William Li in 2024 in the auto show. NEO announced that have entered a strategic partnership on charging and battery swap with LOTUS Technology, a luxury vehicle maker majority owned by Geely Holdings. The two companies will work together on the battery standards, charging and battery swap station, assets, and managing, operating, and charging battery swap network. I did mention on my previous videos that I won't be surprised if NEO is going to start collaborating with the other EV makers, because they will grow each other and also will be a major players in China. We know Tesla is a big dinosaur in EV market in China as well as in the US, but combining with their force like that can put a dent on that. We know the earnings came up for Tesla, which they made up to $1.3 billion in the total profit, and the margin was 5.6 margin profit. So that's great for them, as well as for NEO having this collaboration, especially on charging and battery swap station. That's a generated revenue constant flow, which is a great news for the company, and continues. They have been continuously doing that infrastructure, spending on that partnership, and the growth is there absolutely. So one of the article that came on Friday, I want to share with you. The Hong Kong stocks, NEO shares could offer upside of 60%. Among the popular NEO Hong Kong stocks, HK stock could offer a significant return to the investors, which are expected over 60% coming in 12 months. In the last year, the company has navigated through the board of EV market challenges such as commodity pressure and widespread reduction. And you can see that how the boom is not over. Everybody was scared the boom of EV market is over. Absolutely is not that. We know how Tesla price EV market has fallen up, even the big dinosaur of Tesla, but they have going to be rallying back again because the growth level is there. Also on the news, NIO's eyes mass market expansion. Last month, NIO announced its a new mass market brand to boost the sales in China with the new brand Lidio target families and where they place an segment by the market. The first model range of the third quarter of 2024, which we talked about, Et7. So great news in terms of the fundamental for NIO. I'm excited, folks. I'm really excited for NIO. So where do I stand on my portfolio for NIO? Absolutely, I added more shares. So now I have 40,000 shares. I'm up to 25%. My plan is to add more shares. You can clearly see that I'm invested in other shares such as OCGN, one of my sleeper stock, and Nvidia. Nvidia is right over there as well, which was a huge price dip that happened, which I took advantage of it. And same as Marathon Digital, where the stock price dropped as well, and which I sold my shares and then reorganized and re-got it back. So I'm in the hefty position on the NIO as well, but I'm waiting to see add more shares. And why did I jump in? I did talk my video, if you're following me, that I talked about the key support level and the resistance level, where I'm going to be loading shares, and which it did came to close to that. We talked about $3.49. I did mention that if you come around that area, that I will be loading shares, and I did loaded my shares because the reason behind it, I want to shift the gear to the 3 months, actually all the way to the 3 months right here, 6 months rather. And you can see there were the two key levels that I was keeping eye. All the way $2.92. I know some of you guys really don't want to hear that. And also the $3.49 area that I was looking at it. But time and time when we had this dip, I loaded my shares. So going back second, this is the 5-day. Clearly you can see that we made higher highs, higher lows. Our pink line, which is our beautiful 200-day moving average, was a support level. But our 60-day moving average, we're sitting at $4.48, which we closed on Friday. I'm excited about it and above on that. So very good news on that. And the reason that made us the confirmation that we should be very excited moving forward in the week to come is you can clearly see that our pink line, which is my 200-day moving average, was up and the blue line was a 60-day. We've been on this downtrend pattern and we couldn't break our 60-day moving average. If we did for a brief moment, tagged alone, but we never had the crossover, right? So we never had the crossover indication on that. Then we got rejected again, came back, acted as a resistance. Then the gap was closing. I did mention in the video, the gap is closing, folks. So we did gap up. This is a beautiful bull flag pattern. If you're not familiar, go ahead and check it out. A bull flag pattern right up here, trading on the side, crossover, and we shoot. And when we gapped up, moving average, guess what? We have our beautiful 60-day sitting at $4.23, and my pink, which is the 60-day, sitting at $4.70, and the crossover did happen. RSI, we have a lot of room to left to run. MACD, we did close a little bit red on that, but this is just people who has been locking share profits. Don't blame them because they don't want it to go back on the negative, and they have everybody has a different plan of trading it. I'm a long-term investor. I believe in the stocks which I invest on in terms of their fundamentals, growth, profitability. Knowing NIO is not profitable, but the vision, the growth, and everything is there for NIO for the down to the road. So we are coming to a area where our 60-day, this is my 3-month chart. You can clearly see that it is tagging alone. We have came one time when we have a bright small crossover, we couldn't hold, we got rejected. Then we tested again, we didn't reject it at $5.88. We came all the way to $3.61. So this week coming up, we gotta be very careful how we trade and things to look at it. Where I am looking at it, if it breaks and doesn't hold the $4.16, that is my plan to sell my shares and get out. Because means it is coming back to the $3.61 level all the way to the $2.95 if it doesn't. If it does, if the momentum is there, with the new good news is coming up, the blue line crosses over to the pink line, we're gonna see another massive jump going between the $5.60 all the way to $6 is gonna be around here trading it, because we will have another confirmation of breakout. Whereas on the 6 months, you can clearly see that we are coming to a moving average that we got rejected many times up here, and that is sitting at $4.74 So $4.75 to be on the precise. It's gonna be right here that we gotta break out on that. So moving average. If we break and hold, my oh my, then we are seeing another rally coming up for NIO, and we should be very excited about it, because this is about time to NIO to start making some headways, because we have seen the pain that NIO has caused for the investors. But it is totally understandable how the market has been reacting it. You can clearly see that. I remember the days that right at 2020 we're sitting at roughly about $1.19. We had highs of right up here. Then we came back to cycle down. On the year to date, you can clearly see that he has not kind of cycled off. Still, those two moving average is on the trend. So there's a light after the tunnel, right? So definitely we should be very excited about what we're seeing with NIO. But we are coming to a very close level of moving averages. So if NIO is gonna break out or no, definitely one of them. It is going to be the 200-day moving average, which is sitting at right up at $4.74. Getting these partnership deals with LOTUS, and we know other companies they have done, it means generated constant revenue, which NIO absolutely needs right now. The next innings coming up, I have a strong belief in terms of their growth that I've seen it, and I'm still finishing up my due diligence on that NIO is going to come close to be profitable. Because we are far off from being profitable, we gotta close that EPS. The marginal profit needs to decrease right now, whereas then the investors will feel more assurance to invest the money on that. Because a company has so much growth, so much investment done, but it's not profitable. It's not gonna survive for long run. And NIO has a backup of Abu Dhabi and China government, so that is a big players in the market right now for them. So you can clearly see that how we've been trading it for the months right now. We have been trading below these moving averages, absolutely. And I'm kind of shifting my chart for you guys to see it. All the highs of $11, and you can clearly see that the 200-day moving average that has been acting at a nasty support level. And we have been trading below this level all the time. And we did have this breakout. I remember $7 we went high of all the way to $9, and then we kind of came back to the earth. But time and time we come into this area which is nasty one to break. But the news coming up like this, constant flow with that, you can see an entire EV sector is shifting into us in the right direction. That is a very, very positive news, and we should be very excited, because I know I am freaking excited about NIO right now, and I'm pumped about it. So folks, I'm gonna let you guys go. Please don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, and turn on notification. What is your target price? I still keep NIO a $100 stock in my target. I know it's sitting at $4.49, but that is the company's values right now, which this growth level is intense right now. So we should be very excited about it. So I'd love to hear in the comment down below, what is your target price? What are you looking at it? What are you, are you frustrated? What is your frustration? I'd love to hear that. I hope I can answer some questions on the comment down below. But I really appreciate you guys' support. You guys mean a lot. You're a big family, NIO. I'm a big member of you guys. I'm constantly providing support to you guys. But feel free to answer any questions you have, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thank you.